Hello students and welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In this article, we'll be looking at the fact that RBI has silently, sort of secretively, not secretively as such because it's not something we have to do without anyone knowing, and anyhow the world will come to know about it. It is just that it has happened, and this what thing that has happened, it is the biggest thing since 1990s. So let's see what has happened over here. RBI has silently brought home 102 tons of gold. So from where did it bring home this gold? Let's see, let's dig into this news and understand what is going on or what has happened. So as I said, the news is about RBI secretly bringing 102 tons of gold home this Dhanteras. Now Dhanteras is a festival on which it is considered auspicious to buy gold, right? So that is how we celebrate it. People, whatever small amount, big amount, whatever they can buy, they do it to the best of their abilities and they try to buy gold on this day because this is considered as a very auspicious day. And in the same manner, RBI has also exactly done that, not bought it, but brought it home from abroad. So what do we mean by brought it home? See, India's gold reserves, it is total around 855 tons. Now, these gold reserves would be kept somewhere, right? So a part of this gold reserve is kept with India, in India. The other part is kept outside India. Outside India as in the Bank of International Standard in the UK, etc. So there are two banks where the remaining part is kept. One is the Bank of England and the other is Bank for International Settlement. Right, so Bank of England, of course, in UK. So this 102 tons that we are talking about, India has brought back this gold from abroad, and now this gold will also be kept in India. So that is what the news is all about. So if you can see, close to 855 metric ton of gold is present with India. That is the amount the RBI holds. Of this, around 510 metric ton is in India and 324 metric ton is outside India with the Bank of England as well as the Bank of International Settlement. Now, if you look at the gold reserve and the foreign exchange, the scenario is recently, not just with India in the past couple of years, but with the other central banks, is that the central banks of the world, including the RBI, are trying to diversify their foreign exchange reserves. Means what? Means they want to reduce their dependency on dollars, and when you are reducing the dependency on dollars, you cannot reduce it by reducing your overall foreign exchange. Overall foreign exchange you will want to keep the same. In fact, you would want to grow it. So where else should we fill this vacuum which will be created by reduced dollar amount? It is being filled with the help of gold. In fact, in the month of February 2024, India had bought gold equivalent, or in fact more than the amount of gold it bought in the entire 2023. So India's gold buying spree is also ongoing, and you can see the clear impact over here that in March 2024, and it did not end, it is continuing. In March 2024, 8.15% was the share of gold in the foreign exchange reserve, and now it is 9.32%. Okay, so the share has increased from 8.15 to 9.3. You can clearly see India's movement towards gold and away from the dollar. And it is necessary, we will see why. Okay, as far as India's gold reserves are concerned, even after having 855 metric ton, India is still not the topmost country. India is ranked 8th for gold reserves. I hope that's clear. Now, why gold? Why be dependent on gold? As I am saying, why are we moving towards dollars? Why are we wanting to diversify? And even if you are wanting to diversify, why is it that we are moving towards gold? Simply because a few things, of course, but one very important thing, that is lower correlation with other asset classes. Lower correlation with other asset classes. See, what happens is when you are invested, when your money is invested and there is a downward trend in the economy and the assets are getting impacted, what happens is there is a correlation among every asset and all the assets go down. Whereas when it comes to gold, gold has a very low correlation with other assets. So it is possible that the economy is slowing down, the growth rate is slowing down, or the asset is yielding less and less, other assets are yielding less and less, it will not have much impact on gold because of the lower correlation that is present. At the same time, because of the geopolitical stress that is going on throughout the world, would you want to be pinning your hope on one specific currency? What if some geopolitical issue happens in that currency? That's point number one. Point number two, because of this geopolitical stress only, you would not want to hold your gold in someone else's house, in someone else's country, in some other country. You want it all with you because you don't know what the future holds for other country. We have more control over ourselves. We have in fact complete control over ourselves, right? So you would want what? That the gold is also with us. So because of this geopolitical stress, again a reason why we have also brought back the gold. Now further, why gold is important? See, gold also suggests that, or let's say prices of gold, they suggest that when there is tightening in the economy, right, when interest rates are tightened, means interest rates are high. When interest rates are high, gold will become less attractive. This is very simple because other instruments will yield you results, so gold becomes less attractive. But when interest rates are low, so what will happen? When the interest rates are low, they are not just low on the home loans, they are also low on your fixed deposits and your other investment instruments. So then the gold becomes more attractive. This is one thing. And around the world, the interest rates are down, and that is why again we will be attracted towards the gold and wanting to bring it back. Okay, then again another point of discussion here is why move towards gold away from dollar or away from other currency. One is monetary stability. Gold is of course a store of value, like money. Currency is a store of value, gold is also a store of value, and it safeguards against economic uncertainty. Though the share market can fluctuate, it can go down, the economy of the world can be in a slowdown, but to hedge yourself against all these things, gold is the way to go. Okay? Then of course currency support, it supports your currency, it adds on to your foreign exchange, it is equivalent to a foreign exchange because gold is universally accepted. Then investment diversification. Of course, see, if I have 100% of foreign exchange in dollars only, and if something happens to dollar, everything is gone. So that is why the idea is to not keep all the eggs in one basket, and hence helps in diversification. Plus international trade payments. See, dollar is of course a hugely widely accepted currency, similarly pound, similarly euro, similarly yen, but there is no more widely accepted currency than gold. What do I mean by that is, some of the country may not want that because of the mutual animosity that is there. They will say we don't trade in dollar, sanctions are there, etc., etc. But gold has no such stamp of any country over it. And gold is accepted by everyone, so that again it will be helping in the international trade and payments. Now, the very big question, why store gold outside? This is very important to understand. Why should we store gold outside? See, it's our gold, we should keep it all at home, but why do we store? The idea is we need to understand that if you store, consider it like this. If you store your entire money with you in your house, even let's say if you are a bank, you will not be paying any interest on your money. right? So the value will erode. But anyhow, let's not go into the currency. This is gold, so gold's value keeps on appreciating. But the reason to keep gold outside India is for it to be easily available for currency swap, for investments, for trade, etc. It becomes more liquid when you are storing outside. It becomes more liquid to make investments through it, trade through it, do currency swaps through it, various different swaps and exchanges through it. It becomes easier. That is why some amount of gold is stored outside. If all gold is stored within India, these things will become difficult. And when you talk about currency swaps, etc., timing plays a very crucial role, and we cannot lose that amount of time in transferring the gold from here and to there over physically. And anyhow, when transaction takes place, it has to be physically also transferred, right? So all those are the issues or the reasons why we keep some amount of gold outside India. So Bank of England, established in 1697, you should know it. Now, storing part of India's gold in London provides what? Provides RBI with access to the London bullion market, allowing for enhanced liquidity. So you get the access to the market and you can utilize gold for investments, for trade, etc., etc., right? So don't worry, it's not that why should we store above. No, it is required. It is in our own benefit to do that. We will profit from it. That is why we do that. But of course, we will not keep all of it outside. We will not keep majority of it outside. And in fact, now 102 tons have been brought back also. So we may keep just close to the amount with some amount of buffer, as much as we need for investments and trades and swaps. Alright, so I hope this topic is absolutely clear. Mains related questions on gold could be expected in the coming years, right? Because this shift is happening. The entire world used to own 50% of the dollars. Now the entire world is owning just 49%. 1% has been reduced, and this trend we will see in the coming days. Thank you so much, guys.